Congrats and happy Monday. Thank you for joining me this morning for WBLS Morning News. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me our voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is mine. From California to the New York Island. Yes, this land is your land, this land is mine. I know that this land was made for you and me. When the sun goes shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling, and the voice was chanting as the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is mine. From California to New York Island, Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Today is Monday, March the 27th, the last Monday in this month of March. It is Special Area Day 6. That's Special Area Day 6. Just a reminder, please make sure that you are going to the restroom before you go to Special Area. We appreciate that. Our weather today is going to be a high of 85, a low of 69. We have some rain expected around dismissal time, possibly. So what that means, friends, is that at dismissal time, you need to be listening. Mr. Millard will let us know if we need to do a rainy day dismissal. And it's even more important on those days that you are listening so closely for your name so we can get you home quickly. If you were out there on the last day before we went to spring break, you know what we are talking about. Listen, for lunch today, we are having chicken sandwich, or soy butter and jelly sandwich, green peas and tater tots, fresh fruit or 100% fruit juice, and white chocolate or strawberry milk. I only have one birthday list today, and goodness, is he a special young man. He just joined us this year, but he's a great addition to our school, and that is Houston in Mr. Griffith's class. Happy birthday, Houston. You sure do bring a lot of joy to our school. This week we have a field trip. Our third graders are going to the Junior Museum. That's always a great trip, third graders. My kindness quote for you today is, true kindness lies within the act of giving without expectation of something in return. Let me read that one more time. True kindness lies within the act of giving without expecting something in return. What that means is, you know what? If you do something kind for somebody in hopes that they're going to do something back for you, if I say to Miss Dillil, hey, Miss Dillil, I'll put all the books away today if you dust all the shelves. You could call that a compromise, but maybe I don't like dusting, so I'm asking Miss DeLillo, hey, she could do the dusting. I'll put the books away, the fiction, right? I'm expecting something. I'm acting like, oh, I'm being so kind to her, but I'm really wanting something in return. Now, that is not a real scenario, but if you're doing something kind because you want something back, is that really being done out of good motive? I would say not. It's great you did something kind, but you really should not expect anything in return. You just do it out of the goodness of your heart. Listen, we have 2 big opportunities for that this week. The first one is, as I talked about on Friday, is we had one of our Florida, I don't want to mess it up. Let's see. Our innovators, okay, who went to a competition at the first Florida Lego League. I think I got that correct. They did so well, guys. They got a Champions Award, and then they were invited to go to states, and even more so, they were invited to go to nationals. And so nationals is this summer, and they had to raise like $10,000 to get there. They have been making videos. They've been getting donations from, I saw they got it from the Kraft Nissan family. I saw they got it from grandparents and neighbors and all different kinds of people. We want to help them this week. So in the afternoon, our innovators will be out back at pickup, and they will have a bucket, a container of some sort. If you would like to help get them to nationals, your family, you can drop some money into their boxes, their baskets, whatever they have, and all of that will go towards helping to get our innovators team. They're a group of engineers, innovators, problem solvers. It will help get them to nationals. We have something else special going. Oh, and you know what? Next week, we're going to have a special drawing that you will be able to compete in if you choose to. That will give you an opportunity to actually win something that some of you may really like. We also have another fantastic opportunity. Miss Rosenau, one of our amazing volunteers all over Tallahassee. Not only does she volunteer in our school with her daughter, Miss Kerner, in our library almost every day recently, she also volunteers with our Salvation Army, and she has told us their cupboards are bare, and so we as a school are doing a special food drive, and you will see the big bin in our Mr. Pitts Park just waiting to be filled. So last week I put a challenge out for you, okay, and I said if you bring in 5, now I'm not great at math, I am well aware this is only 3, but if you bring in 3 or 5 non-perishable items at one time, you're going to get to write your name on a pink piece of paper. You're going to fold it. It's going to go in a bucket. And at the end of the food drive, which I think will technically be on April 6th, because we'll be off on the 7th, I think, or it's the next Thursday. If for every 5 cans or non-perishable items you bring in, you get to put your name on a slip. At the end of it, I will draw a name, and if it is your name, you will get to pick a friend, and you will get to have lunch with Miss Young in the library. So we're doing something kind, and actually you have an opportunity to receive something that I hope you would enjoy, but I know it's going to make a huge impact in our community and in our county. Do you know there are children who only get their food when they come to school in the morning for breakfast and what they have at lunch? And sometimes schools even have lockers outside of their school so families can pick up food because they don't have any at home. Guys, I throw food away. It's wasteful sometimes. And there are families that don't have the food. Their children come to school sometimes not just for learning, but to have food in their bellies. So let's help out. I want Miss Rosenau to have to bring, I would love for her to have to bring 4 bins. I would love for us to fill up 4 huge bins. I believe we can do more than that. You just have to bring 5 cans if you choose to. Are you required to? Absolutely not. But if you choose to, if you bring 5, you get an opportunity to eat lunch in the library with Miss Young and a friend of your choice. I hear Miss Lewis in the front office might try it. I don't know. But listen, bring 5 in. Can you bring in 10? Yes, and have 2 chances? Yes. Can you bring in 15 and have 3 chances? Yes. Can you bring in 4 and have 20 and have 4 chances? Absolutely. But it is important that you ask your parents, right? Don't take things out of the pantry without telling them. And they need to be non-perishable. That means they're not going to go bad quick. So that's all for today. Remember to be prepared, be upstanding, be responsible, and be respectful. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.